Those are the times where you fail. The majority of things that we're buying are created by men. You always learn more from.
It is important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's why
The times where people ignore the red flags and say, let's just keep pushing.
I want to personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively.
From your failures than you do your successes. I love creating
Blake Lively has always been one of Hollywood's untouchable darlings. From her breakout role in Gossip Girl to her red carpet appearances with husband Ryan Reynolds, she's cultivated an image of grace, charm, and effortless success. But behind the glamorous facade, a legal battle has been brewing, one that now threatens to destroy her career, her finances, and possibly even her marriage. Because in a shocking courtroom twist, Blake just suffered a major legal defeat against fellow actor and producer Justin Baldoni. 4 months, these two Hollywood figures have been locked in an all-out legal war. Blake sued Justin for a staggering $250 million, accusing him of misconduct that sent shockwaves through the industry. But Justin refused to back down. Instead, he hit back with a $400 million countersuit, flipping the script and turning the tables on Blake in a way no one expected. And now, the first major courtroom battle has been fought, and Blake lost. But how did it come to this? What went so terribly wrong for one of Hollywood's most beloved stars? And more importantly, could the scandal cost her everything? Let's break down what just happened. Not long ago, the idea of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni facing off in court was unthinkable. Blake, known for her elegance and wit, had built a fanbase that adored her. Justin, meanwhile, had carefully.
I think that as women, you're not often given authorship, yet women
it is important in times like these to have a distraction. And that's what
represent 85% of people making purchases in homes across all categories.
why I want to personally extend my gratitude to Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively.
Crafted a reputation as a wholesome, philanthropic filmmaker known for his uplifting projects. They weren't rivals. They weren't enemies. And yet, here they were, embroiled in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit that had Hollywood buzzing. It all started when Blake came forward with shocking allegations against Justin. Her lawsuit painted a damning picture, making claims so inflammatory that they immediately grabbed headlines. She wasn't asking for pocket change either, $250 million in damages. The media latched onto the story instantly. Blake's supporters rushed to her defense, convinced that she wouldn't risk such a bold accusation unless she had rock-solid evidence. But then, Justin fought back. And that's when everything changed. While the world expected Justin to either settle quietly or fade into the background, he did the opposite. He came out swinging. Justin countersued for a jaw-dropping $400 million, claiming that Blake was running a deliberate smear campaign designed to ruin his reputation and destroy his career. Suddenly, the public wasn't so sure which side to believe. Because if Justin was innocent, why would Blake risk everything by making these accusations? And if Blake was telling the truth, why was Justin so confident in his counterattack? The once clear narrative was now in chaos. And then came the courtroom showdown that changed everything. When Blake and Justin finally faced each other in court, the tension was unbearable. The hearing lasted 90 minutes, but in that short time, it became clear that Blake's legal team was in full-blown panic mode. Right from the start, they made a desperate attempt to silence Justin's lawyer, Brian Friedman. They argued that Friedman was manipulating the media, giving interviews that were tainting the jury pool. In short, they wanted a gag order. If the judge approved it, it would mean Justin's team wouldn't be allowed to speak publicly about the case. A win for Blake, but the judge denied it immediately. Not only did the judge shut down Blake's request, but he pointed out the obvious. Blake's team had been just as vocal in the media. And just like that, the first major blow was dealt against Blake's case. But things were about to get much, much worse. After the gag order attempt failed, Justin's lawyer wasted no time going on the offensive. While the full evidence wasn't made public, what was presented was enough to send shockwaves through the courtroom. Observers in the room described Blake's legal team as visibly shaken, a sign that they may not have been prepared for what Justin was about to unleash. Then, the final blow landed. Blake's lawyers tried to stop Justin's lawyer from questioning her directly. They called him
an executive producer, signed up to be an executive producer, and that
And I'm grateful. I think we're all grateful. And I think we're good.
that's it. As the time progressed in this film, she decided
aggressive and unpredictable, arguing that she shouldn't have to face him during depositions. The judge shut that down instantly. Blake will be questioned by Justin's lawyer. No exceptions. This wasn't just a minor procedural setback. This was a crushing defeat. Because if Blake really had solid evidence, why was her team fighting so hard to avoid direct questioning? The fallout was immediate. Fans who had initially supported Blake began to question her story. Social media erupted with debates. If she's telling the truth, why is she avoiding questioning? If Justin is lying, why does he seem so confident? Meanwhile, Justin's image was shifting. He was no longer just a defendant in a lawsuit. Now, many people saw him as a man fighting back against false allegations. And that's when Blake's problems went from legal to personal. Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, has spent years building an impeccable public image. Known for his humor, philanthropy, and business ventures, Ryan has been careful to avoid controversy. But now, he's right in the middle of one of Hollywood's biggest scandals. Sources close to the couple claim Ryan is urging Blake to settle. Because if Justin wins, Blake and Ryan could owe up to $400 million. That's a loss that could wipe out everything they've built. And if Ryan gets dragged into the drama, his reputation could take a serious hit too. With no settlement in sight, this case is heading toward a full-scale trial in March 2026. As of now, neither side is backing down. And for Blake, the question is simple. Does she fight this to the bitter end, or settle before it's too late? Blake Lively's image has always been carefully crafted. But now, the cracks are showing. She could still turn this around if she proves her case in court. But if she loses, this won't just be a financial disaster, it could be the end of her career. So what do you think? Is Blake Lively the victim of Hollywood corruption, or is Justin Baldoni exposing the truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Because this courtroom war, it's only just beginning.